Good morning. This is the virtual assembly for S4, 5 and 6 on Thursday the 17th of December. The reason for this particular assembly just to the senior pupils is hopefully to provide some reassurance to you in terms of what's happening with assessments and the fact that SQA have cancelled National 5 Higher and Advanced Higher exams. Firstly, on behalf of the staff, I would like to acknowledge the unprecedented stress and anxiety that this has potentially brought to many of our young people and to our families. And one of the highest causes of stress and anxiety is uncertainty and not knowing what is going to happen in the future. When we know, despite how bad it might be, when we know of an eventuality, we can prepare our minds, ourselves, to cope with that eventuality. But when we don't know, that causes our stress levels to peak. And not only young people and families, but our staff too, are experiencing a huge deal of stress and anxiety because of the uncertainty of the situations that we face. We've had to cope with change upon change and shifting sands over, the course of many, many months now, and that has had a massive impact on society and in particular for our contexts in our schools and for the young people that we serve. So going forward, we're going to make sure that you are fully aware of what the school's plans are to support you in the assessment process. Now, please be aware that the assessment block in January is not the only method of gathering evidence that we have to ensure that you get the best provisional results for your forthcoming qualifications. The SQA have stated that we need 2 to 4 pieces of evidence, assessment evidence, for your work over the course of this academic year. Now, please bear in mind that your teachers have been very, very much aware of this since we returned to school in August, and we're using every opportunity to gather evidence of your work, of your progress, as we go along throughout the year. However, this brings a layer of stress too, that there is the potential that young people could be feeling that they have to be on their A game at every single point in time, which is totally unrealistic for any person, not just young people. There are days when we, the staff, are not always on our A game because of that stress and anxiety and the fact that we have to respond very, very quickly to the changes that come our way. So please know that we are sharing that worry with you, and we're trying our very best to provide you with every opportunity to be able to showcase your progress as we go along. Naturally, some of the courses won't have finished by the time you are involved in the assessment block next month. So therefore, we'll be looking for other opportunities as a school to further assess your progress as we go along, to give you even more opportunity to be able to showcase. We'll do that in a very planned way as a school, and we need to have those discussions very early in the new year, firstly at senior leadership level in response to the SQA guidance that comes out, but also with the principal teachers of each of your subjects in the faculties, so that they have an input. The workload on staff is going to be absolutely colossal, and we're really, really concerned about that for many reasons, but please be assured that our staff have your best interests at heart and want you to do well. They might be pushing you, they might be challenging you, but that is because they care, and they care that you do well and give yourselves these opportunities. In some ways, you've got to try and find a positive. Everything this year doesn't rest on one end point, which is an exam. You get the opportunity to prove yourselves over and over, as much as our guidelines and restrictions allow us. So use those opportunities well, but balance that with managing your time and taking downtime too, because you will absolutely need that, and I mean that for the staff as well, that we need to keep our own well-being fixed in the front of our minds so that we are able to cope with what comes our way from January onwards, and that's as a school, locally and nationally too. So please enjoy your holidays, take the downtime, take the rest, and look forward with positivity to the opportunities that we will provide you in the new year. So have a very Merry Christmas to those who celebrate Christmas, and let's look forward with some optimism to a much better year in 2021. Merry Christmas.